chapter 3. That is the text that we are studying for this week. So I invite you to open your Bible. Find the text. If you have time now, read it. Otherwise, read it when you're done watching this video, and then meditate on it and meditate on the words that we're about to share. If you notice in this text, the teacher, the brother of Jesus, is telling us about two very important things. First, he talks about the tongue, and then in the second part, he goes on to talk about wisdom. Speaking about wisdom, he says that the true mark of wisdom, which he calls wisdom from above, is seen when a person is able to show mercy, meaning that even when you are wounded, even when you are hurt, you don't hold things in, you don't keep them in and become bitter, but you choose to extend that mercy. It doesn't take away the pain always or necessarily. But it doesn't mean that you choose to liberate yourself by setting the other person free of the pain that you are holding over them. And then he says that true mark of wisdom is also made manifest in that we are open to wisdom, we are open to reason, in that we have a willingness to yield. Meaning that there are going to be times, maybe you're having an argument with friends, family, your spouse, your siblings, whoever that may be. And then you know that you are absolutely right in what you are saying, but for the sake of preserving that friendship, that relationship, the Bible, James is calling us to sometimes agree to yield to what the other person is saying, in order that we may live in harmony with them. And it says that this is the true mark of wisdom, wisdom from above, and really it is tied to the tongue, which he speaks about in the first part of the chapter. See, about the tongue, he says that it is the smallest member of the body, but it has the greatest power because the words that we speak have such great impact on the people that we speak to, but these words always find their way back and have an impact on our lives. So really, James, when he calls us to tame the tongue, is saying you should think before you speak. Are the words that you're going to speak going to build up or destroy? And do not forget that they will eventually come back. See, in verses 5 and 6, James says that the tongue is so powerful and can burn so many bridges, proverbial bridges if you will, so many relationships, in the same way that a small spark can set an entire forest ablaze. And he goes on finally in verse 9, and here's what it says about the tongue. It says, with it we bless the Lord and Father, and with it we curse those who are made in the likeness of God. Then he goes on to say, brothers and sisters, it should not be so. How can we, with the same tongue, bless God and then turn around and curse humanity made in God's image and likeness? It should not be so. Let us strive to tame our tongues. Let us strive to be true Christians by displaying wisdom from above, by displaying true wisdom. So come on, let us get on the way.